Welcome to this explainer, breaking down what was honestly an absolute emotional roller coaster. We're looking at the tactical brilliance behind Korea Republic's spectacular 2-1 World Cup victory over Czechia. By the end of this, you're going to understand exactly how this match was won, lost, and fundamentally flipped completely on its head. Early frustration, a shocking deficit, and some absolutely brilliant tactical substitutions. That quote right there really sums it up. As the perfect visuals we've put together will show, we're going to about exactly how an incredibly tense match transformed from total despair into an explosive comeback. If you've ever wondered how a team mentally recovers when everything seems to be falling apart on the biggest stage imaginable, well, we've got the breakdown for you. Let's kick things off with part one, a frustrating first half. The opening 45 minutes saw the emotional journey for the massive contingent of Korean supporters start in a really anxious place. Normally, superstar captain Sun Hung is just ruthless, right? But here, he was uncharacteristically struggling right out of the gate. He missed several early chances that you would usually expect him to bury without even a second thought. We're talking about firing promising shots over the crossbar and curling other efforts wide. It was genuinely tough to watch. And those missed opportunities, they led to a totally scoreless, completely flat 45 minutes. It was so disjointed that the teams were literally jarred off the pitch by a super frustrated crowd as the halftime whistle blew. I mean, try to imagine the heavy psychological weight hanging around that locker room, failing to score, hearing those jeers echoing, and feeling that immense tournament pressure just bearing down on them. Moving right into part two, Czechia strikes first. Coming out of the break, things actually took a dramatic turn for the worse, completely against the run of play. In the 59th minute, Czechia capitalized on a really rare set-piece opportunity. Captain Ladislav Kici rises way above the defense to head home a massive looping long throw-in from Vladimir Kufal. Just like that, Korea finds themselves trailing against a team playing in their first World Cup since 2006. This instantly forced the Korean squad into a frantic panic mode. 8 minutes. That is exactly how long Czechia's hard-fought lead actually lasted before the entire game flipped right back on its head. In modern football, your immediate psychological response to going down a goal is absolutely critical, and Korea's response was lightning fast. Which brings us to part three, the Korean comeback. This sudden psychological shift was heavily sparked by some absolutely crucial tactical tweaks made by the manager during the break. Let's break down this 6/7 minute equalizer. Hang Beam executes an absolutely spectacular three-step sequence. First, a sharp cut inside off a perfectly placed pass from Kong and Lee. Second, a masterful shot fake that takes two committed defenders totally out of the play. And finally, a deft, precise finish clipped right inside the post. With one fluid motion, the momentum violently shifted right back to Korea. But Hang wasn't even close to done. In the 80th minute, he seamlessly flips the switch from goal scorer to creator. He sends a beautifully weighted cross from the right flank directly to substitute Oh Henu for the crucial game-winning finish. Bringing Un provided the exact physical presence in the box the manager needed to disrupt the Czech defensive line. It was a pure tactical master stroke. Stepping back, we are looking at a breathless 2-1 minute flurry of action. The team traveled from the total despair of falling behind in the 59th minute, straight into the immense relief of the 6/7 minute equalizer, and finally hitting absolute euphoria with that 80th minute winner. This explosive spell completely rewrote the story of the game. Of course, Czechia didn't just roll over and give up. Securing this win required intense late-game defensive resilience. Goalkeeper Kim Yu was called upon to make two exceptionally fine late saves just to protect that fragile lead. The tension was palpable right up until a dangerous late header from Thomas Susak was dramatically ruled out for offside. Just a massive sigh of relief for Korea. Okay, part four, the match stats breakdown. So, do the underlying statistics actually validate this emotional roller coaster of a result? While Korea completely dominated the ball, holding 55% possession compared to Czechia's 34%. And when you control the ball to this degree, you completely dictate the tempo of the comeback. The broader attacking metrics are even more telling. Korea fired 15 total shots compared to Czechia's 7. They literally more than doubled their opponent's output while also edging them out in shots on target 6-4. This statistical dominance perfectly validates that final 2-1 scoreline. The numbers simply do not lie. Beyond the pure stats, this really reveals a fascinating tale of resilience. When your primary weapon misfires, with Sun Hung struggling early on, a team can easily just collapse. Instead, they found alternative ways to win. Hang and Bomb stepped boldly into the spotlight, providing the critical goal involvements. It is a textbook example of world-class squad depth. Finally, Part 5, the Group A standings impact. Let's explore what this totally deserved comeback actually means for the broader tournament landscape. The 25th ranked Korea Republic now sits in a fantastic position, tied at the very top of Group A alongside Mexico with 3 valuable points. On the flip side, the 38th ranked Czechs are completely backed into a corner. Struggling to create open play chances, they now head into an absolute must-not-lose clash with South Africa just to keep their tournament hopes alive. Having proven their incredible tactical flexibility to overcome deep frustration, a hostile halftime crowd, and a surprising deficit, can Korea Republic actually ride this relentless momentum all the way through Group A and deep into the knockout stages? They've certainly shown us they have the emotional resilience for the world's biggest stage. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.